我稍微记一下好了。担忧、疑惑、惊慌。低落、悲观、害羞，害羞也是这个。嗯，走这边。哇！哎呦！
What?
Nothing. Damn kettle's hot, that's all. Watch out. You alright?
What's that? Oh, yes. Have you got the tea on?
Ah, water's boiling. Hope there's enough.
Well, don't worry about me. Just make sure you have what you need.
So you don't want any tea?
Look, it's fine. Nothing.
Are you sure? It doesn't sound like nothing. Come in, Clara. Do you read me?
Look, I'm sorry about last night. I didn't mean for you to have to sleep on the sofa.
Oh, don't mention it.
对啊，都睡了。
It's a very comfy
我都睡
sofa.
沙发了。
Oh, I'm glad. I thought you'd be annoyed. It's not the same for us, is it?
What do you mean?
I know what most of the men at Cambridge are like. They can take home whoever they like and they can tell all their friends about it afterwards. Like, they just get a slap on the back and a well done, old chap. For us, it's different. If you don't keep quiet about it like Molly doesn't, then you hurt a girl with a reputation.
We're not all like that, you know. Some of us are actually...
I know. I'm just trying to explain last night. It didn't have anything to do with you. That's what I mean.
Not just me, you mean?
All right, I'm generalizing. It's just... I suppose I've had friends at school, girlfriends who play into this whole thing too. The whole parade of it. They couldn't understand my interest in science. They thought I was a bit weird.
You're not weird? Well, only in the right ways.
Thank you.
我这个就是合理的担
Sorry,
心
I'm
啊。
just in an odd frame of mind. I thought the work might help keep my head straight.
Maybe a walk would help you.
No, I like it. I'm enjoying it, really. I want this to be good. That's one thing I definitely got from my father. It's perfectionism, for better or worse.
Hard to live up to.
Well, it's good to be ambitious, and well, what's this if it's not ambitious? Speaking of which, there's something I noticed.
Show me.
I've just looked at the latest batch of atmospheric radiation readings. Don't worry, everything seems to be moving in ways we're expecting. It's all consistent. It's just consistently higher too, compared to the ones we took a few months ago.
He's got new equipment, maybe? That would explain why everything's jumped at once.
Well, I'll double check everything again now. It's just something I noticed as I glanced over them. It'll be good for me to focus on something like this anyway. Get my head down.
Just take care of yourself.
Oh, don't worry about me. Look, why don't you look around? There's plenty of books to read.
Oh. Why not? If you're sure.
毕竟刚才刚聊的那个话题吧，就是两个人看起来有点进展，但实际上女生还是有点担心被传出一些事情。等一下，我看到了画面有黑边，没了。那是什么时候才好呀？不知道10点20分钟吧。10到20分钟。2128。罗伯特，祝你学业顺利，你的前途光明。我知道你会让我们感到骄傲的。还有个哥哥是。
Oh, well, look at this.
Oh, that whole thing. Feel free to put something on. Sorry, there's not a lot of choice. We didn't own much music.
Is this one alright?
Oh, it's wonderful. I love it. You're right. I can't concentrate. Where's that tea?
You alright?
That's my hand.
It's hot. I said it was hot.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Wait there.
What are you doing?
Helping. Putting something on this bandage.
What?
Honey.
Honey?
It helps, trust me. Here, show me your hand.
Oh, how silly of me. There goes the tea.
Is there something else, Clara?
No, it's silly.
Come on, I'm sure it's not.
It's been a long time and I should be over it by now. But it's my brother. I dreamt about him last night.
他果然有哥哥嘛。
I see. You thought you might feel odd here, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's strange. I feel guilty too.
You don't need to feel guilty.
I've been forgetting him.
That doesn't make you guilty of anything.
And now I'm here again and here he is. In everything I look at.
We don't need to stay if it's too difficult.
No, I'm happy I came. I should have done it sooner. Not imposed all this on you.
万能蜂蜜真的是用蜂蜜吗？烫伤的时候。
Makes me wonder if I'd be where I am today if he was still
抱歉。
around. You know, Cambridge, the whole thing. Does that make me a terrible person?
No, but I don't think I follow. You'd have been successful no matter what, wouldn't you?
所以是服者是不是？
I'm sure you do.
I owe him everything. My interest in physics, engineering, maths, everything. He'd take
我
me
就
to
想
all
问那个
museums,
水
make
就
little
没有打翻吗？
experiments with me in the shed. He was an engineer, you see. But when I was so little, before he could really let me play with anything, My brother got all that attention. And when he died, it all came to me. His passions, they all became mine.
兴趣转移。
Great passions to have, I'd say.
They are. I wonder sometimes whether he'd be showing an interest in a girl if my brother hadn't,
确实，
would I have just been forgotten?
Let me finish your hand here.
And the worst of it is sometimes I feel, it's horrible, I can't even see it.
No, come on, don't worry. Say what?
Sometimes I feel grateful it happened. Otherwise I wouldn't have got this chance. Isn't that awful?
No. No, I understand. There. That should hold it.
Thank you. Here. Do you think you could manage to hold on to me?
"是不是以为要亲了？" 看来要通话了。
Floyd! Floyd, can you hear me?
Peter, you're safe. Where are you? You didn't run into any Soviets then? I'm guessing you found the Norwegians. Tell me they've got a doctor, mate. This leg is killing me.
Floyd, the base I'm at. It's not Norwegian. It's Soviet.
Can you repeat that?
This is a Soviet base.
No. Wait, how are you getting this message out then? Have you been captured?
No, I'm fine, Floyd. I don't think there's anyone here either. It's freezing. Everything was powered down. I think I just had to restart the generator again.
I don't understand. Are we way off course? No, it makes no sense. You followed the map, right?
I just followed my instincts. But there's another map here.
Does it explain anything? Can you see anything that might be the Norwegian base?
Yes, I can see it. I can see the flag.
Oh, well, at least I'm not going crazy.
And at least you haven't been attacked yourself.
What's the terrain like? Is it a straight shot?
It looks like it's between two mountains. On the other side of a bay. There's a ship marked on there too.
Christ. Well, if there's a ship, at least that means the base is pretty well supplied.
But there's something else on the map. Some area shaded out past the mountains. What does that mean? Is it dangerous?
I don't know, mate. It could be anything.
Floyd, I'm going to look for some supplies here and I'll come back, all right? Then we can regroup.
No, Peter, that makes no sense. We'd still be stuck out here. I haven't been able to raise anyone on the radio. Our only hope is for you to find a friendly out there.
You need help, Floyd.
We don't have any option. Peter, I'll be honest with you.
奇怪，他一直不想要我回去，我觉得他想要让我死啊！
Do you
那你为
understand?
什么不来？
I don't. It's better being there to help you. What if I run out of fuel on the way to the Norwegians?
So you drive as far as you can and then you get out and walk, Peter.
Wait. Walk? walk. My nerves are shot just getting this far.
Look, get it together. This is it. I don't like it any more than you do, but you're a grown
这种
man,
人就是
Peter.
哎，站着不嫌腰疼的
We're
感觉
both
上。
done for. You hear me? We are dead. Peter, you there? Peter, come in.
I'm here, all right? All right, I'll go. I'll go.
Good man. Good man, you can do it.
不然他从头到尾就只是说他一直联络不到人，然后又不让我回去，一直要我去找办法，就只有这
It's
种
the
人
other。side of the bay, past that.
Right. And did you say there was a ship?
Yes, a ship on the other side of the bay.
Mountains, bay, ship. Say it back to me.
Mountains, bay, ship.
Right you are. I'll save the flares for when you're on your way back, alright? Mate, we'll have a little party.
Let's get out of here first. You just hang on, all right?
I will, mate, I will. I'll try and catch some entertainment on the
这个
radio.
人真的是我，
Some of those
我要
beats,
是
maybe.
回去还不打断他腿。
Yes, I can pick it up here too.
No idea what it is. No better way to piss off a stranded pilot, though, I'll tell you that. Good luck, mate.
还没断呢、只是受伤而已，没有断呢、
Good luck, Floyd.
断的更彻底。那个过程中，这里是没有一点武器，这不太可能吧？感觉断了，就是还有感觉嘛。慢慢这样。
I have to admit, I'm a bit nervous getting into the passenger side.
Nervous? Why?
I've seen you driving.
Do you want a lift or not?
Sorry, old chap. Of course. Right. Let's see if we can solve this. Cryptic one this time. 2 down, 8 letters, begins with U. Builder goes mad during door removal.
Unhinged?
Ah. Now I'm pleased I took the lift with you. UN hinged. You sure you wouldn't be happier in the English department? It's the only reason I buy these things now. Although, there was that one story I wanted to read. Can you believe it? About that Molly girl.
I haven't heard anything. What story?
Oh. No, you've been away in Scotland again, haven't you? Lucky you. The lecturer, Molly Shanahan.
啊
Got，taken away yesterday on campus.
这是他朋友啊。
Was a right stir outside college. Black cars blocking the road. Plainclothes police, or so it looked. Photographs here on
因
page
为他就是
2.
在做那个游行嘛。
I know her. She's the one that wears the red jacket.
Well, I don't know about that. This one could be red. Bit of a giveaway if it was. But you know her.
She's a friend. Well, a friend of a friend.
Good Lord. You're not mixed up in all this, are you?
You know politics isn't my thing. Too much writing to do.
Well, it says here she's rumoured to have links with the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. Miss Shanahan lecturer at Newhall College, Cambridge, was known to be associated with the CND and other anti-nuclear weapons organisations, all of which have come under suspicion since the marches on Whitehall earlier this year. She has been charged with handling data sensitive to Her Majesty's government and passing that data to contacts in Moscow.
You don't believe that, do you?
Doesn't really matter what I believe, does it? It's going to make the professor jumpy. Not the reason he wanted the university in the papers. Questions remain over whether she was working alone and how the university deal with the fallout. Well, same as usual, I suppose. Just carry on.
Molly and Clara were good friends. I hope this won't come back on her.
Oh, so Clara's that, friend you mentioned then?
She is. Yeah. She'll be worried sick.
Look, despite all this newspaper talk, it's only questioning. I wouldn't get too worked up about it.
Only questioning? I wouldn't want to go through that, would you?
Well, of course, I hate to see it, but you know, nothing to do with us, old chap.
You're right. You're right.
It'll blow over soon, I'm sure.
I wouldn't be so sure. What if this is just the start?
All right, let's take another look at this one. 4 across, 9 letters, begins with T. Oh, this is what I am when you're driving. Rhymes with verified.
Okay, I get the message.
Just gonna write that one down, if I should live long enough.
No, keep going. No, come on. Oh, please, keep going a bit further, No! Damn it!
哇，又直接穿越回来。OK， 猜猜是谁害的？没错，就是我们的另外一位飞行员。
Is this really state-of-the-art technology? It weighs a ton.
Come on, you can do it.
I know.
It's just what I could cobble together with a meager budget.
I just wanted to make sure that if I was carrying the kitchen sink, it was a scientifically useful kitchen sink. I've been meaning to tell you, I heard from Molly just before we left.
Oh, I hadn't heard anything since she was arrested.
Me neither until now. Well, it's been awful, as you'd expect. Arrested and questioned like that for so long. She sounded a bit shaken. Didn't sound like her at all.
So is she still under arrest?
Well, that's what she was calling about. She was being released without charge.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Well, it's better than her still being locked up, that's for certain, but something was a little off about it.
You suspect something's going on? Foul play?
Something must be going on. But I can't put my finger on it. She wasn't being very clear. She wasn't sure if she wants to come back to college. I don't know when I'll see her again.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be back.
It's just... I hope it doesn't ruin things. Her academic career, everything, you know? So many people think that where there's smoke, there's fire. It's bloody unfair.
You don't know she's not coming back.
No, but I know there are people who'd much rather she didn't.
Don't be so pessimistic. There's not much that could break Molly, I'm sure.
Well, she's a tough one, but still, when you're up against all that... I hope you're right. This Cold War suddenly feels a bit real, doesn't it?
这边只能用走的。 感觉就超难走的。那我们也没有带个背包，那个中间的基地感觉应该会有一点罐头粮食之类的，什么都没有。
Hello?
Hello! Shall I send it up?
On the count of 3. 1.
Too late! I'll never tire of doing that. Taken all your readings? I've just completed mine for the day.
Oh, that was quick.
Oh, well, you know me. Ready for the walk back?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Although,
对啊，我们还没有武器，这个基地又没武器，又没有
Follow me,
食
you'll
物，
see.
其他倒是
Fancy we climb?
倒是蛮齐全的。
Of course.
Come on. Together we can make it to the top. Here, put one hand here, it'll help you up. If I can do this as a girl, I can do it again now.
Your parents allowed you to climb this.
They didn't know. My brother took me. Those readings, Peter, I've been wanting to talk to you about them.
Are they consistent with what they've been reporting in South America?
They're not as high, but they're high. Oh, your equations still work. It doesn't disprove the model. We can still plot the paths of the air currents. But still, something's not right. Keep down.
Oh, what is it?
The white-tailed eagle. Haven't seen one in years.
Look at the power of it.
It's caught something. This is special. I thought they were extinct, poisoned by pesticides.
She's come out just for us.
A new life, eh? Oh.
Wonder if we'll see anything like that again. Wonder where it came from.
It makes me think, where did it come from? I mean, the extra radiation. Where did that come from?
Are you sure it's not a quirk of all this new equipment?
没有回应。
All the instruments can't be giving inflated readings.
爆点了，可以讲话了。
Oh, come on, take my hand. There you go. Right.
Right. Let's try and work it out.
All right, so what do we know? We know the readings are at their highest down in the southern hemisphere.
And not as high here, up north.
Right.
It's being diluted somehow, is my thinking. Mixed in by all the currents.
That would make sense.
Well, it's heading from the south up to the north.
Yes.
卡住了，卡住了。他怎么整个人埋进去了？ 没有，他是走下去。登顶啊！
Your model of the air currents. That would prove that's what's happening, that there's this general movement north.
I think we need to find out where this radiation came from in the first place.
We've been running the model forwards all this time, but our starting point has always been South America.
I could look again at the model, perhaps.
Run it differently, you mean?
Run it backwards. See where these air currents originate.
The radiation has to be coming from somewhere.
Somewhere further south.
South of the Antarctic Circle, maybe? I don't know. Whatever this is, people are gonna want to hear about it.
I think you might be right.
I think we might be onto something.
This is bigger than just clouds, you mean?
Bigger than clouds! Although I know you can't believe such a thing.
Ah, I might, given the chance.
It might be what this paper's meant to be about.
Wow.
Look at this.
Kitty.
Hey, hold on.
Just want to get a bit higher. I know a spot.
这紫色的是什么？是那个 Heaven 的那个怪物的黏液吗？哎，哦
Cold. The very idea.
我冷死了，孤单寂寞一个人。什么声？哎，完了，这个记忆交错。如今只剩我一人。
Beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Oh, it's a beautiful view. Huh. It would be a beautiful thing.
It would be. If you wanted to do it. It would change the whole focus of the paper. You might be needing some help.
Would you like to help me with it?
Writing it?
那他自己的论文不是也还没写吗？
It could be that beautiful subject I was talking about.
Oh, so now it's yours, is it?
Of course not. It could be ours, though. This beautiful thing.
我先
If you wanted it to be.
论文是可以起的吗？
Come here.
哎呦，看看那个是怎么样？直接吸过去。干嘛借位啊？借位加穿模。这个比现在的3D 实时 live 还要穿模啊
What?
The rain.
Oh.
Think we could make it to those trees down there?
怎么姿势啊
If we run,
Here it comes.
if it hits us, you could take my jacket.
Promise me that?
Promise you that.
That's
看
cool
完
then.
了这个模组，一台就被放生，我只觉得好笑。 那个魔怎么感觉都没做对呀、啊？
This isn't the way back, is it?
I know another way around. Don't worry. We'll get less wet.
Wait!
It's exciting, isn't it?
This? No!
I mean the new idea, the paper.
Yes! Yes, it's great! It's great. Really. Finally.
Finally. 哦，它不见了，看来也要传回去了。好累。哦，下雪了，前面有一道光啊！哦，游乐园，方费尔。我感觉我快要走不动了。
It's so much better at night, don't you think?
Oh, it's beautiful.
我觉得他可能太
I
累
saw
了，
them
看到
setting
看
up
到
this
幻景，
afternoon.
你
It
懂
was
吗
all？ chaos and scaffolding.
那我
But
硬要
now
解释的话，
it's
确实，
more. Oh, I
一
don't
个
know.
人在雪地里面走
Exciting,
那
I
么久，
suppose. Not just all that. This.
This.
You realize this is a big occasion, don't you? It's the first time you've taken me out, Dr. Hamilton.
No.
对啊。
At night.
我
In
们一开始不
public.
是有看那个什么癫痫的
Not
药，
working,
感
not
觉
hiding
会不会我
away
也在暗示
anywhere.
他其实后来生病还是怎样？
We're out courting.
然后为什么什么都不能看，就只能看那个药？
Cuddly toy?
Oh, you know me so well. Go on then, boys and their toys.
Watch this.
Good grief, what are you doing?
As you said, courting.
Are you now?
10 shots, sir. There you go. Knock down all the cans, the bear's yours. Or more likely yours. No.
I think this one's more for him.
Not many men can do what I'm about to do.
And you have good aim, do you? My knight in shining armor.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, I always thought I'd be good in the army.
If only books hadn't gotten in the way. Go on then, prove yourself, army man. Well now, maybe I had you all wrong.
Oh, okay.
You really don't need to prove anything.
That's it, my lad. Only another 5 of them. We'll make a soldier of you yet, Pete, my boy. Now, what's he up to, cheeky little bug? Ah! You missed him.
哪有啊？我明明就打中。
That's enough, I think.
What's the matter, Peter?
I'm fine. Clara?
完了。对，应该看起来他应该是真的生病了。他爸爸不是那个吗？军人。 然后又很强势这样。困在里面走不出来呀、记忆都混乱了。这一看就不是游乐园啊！啊，又变到这个。
Radiation. My God, what's going on here?
“所以他们一开始研究说，这些辐射有可能是从南极这边吹过来的嘛，所以应该就是这个地方了。我们找到源头了。但我就在想，这个有一个共通点，就是这些地方明明应该要有人，但都没有人。哎呦！这栋那么像可以进去的，却不能进去吗？
Floyd, Floyd, are you there?
Peter. Thank God. Tell me some good news.
Oh, not yet, Floyd. I'm sorry. There was barely any fuel. I've walked all this way.
Are you all right, Peter? Where are you?
At some kind of base. Not the one we're looking for.
Another base? Are there any people there?
There were lots at the fun fair. Clara was there.
What the hell? Mate, are you keeping it together?
Yeah, no, there was no one. Just a mine, a radioactive symbol.
A mine? God, where the hell are we? Can you see anything else?
Floyd, I can see the ship at last. Mountains, bay, ship, like we said.
You can see it? You can see the Norwegian ship?
I can. I can see it on the far side of the water. And there's
在这边应该已经确定他的记忆确实已经错
a
乱。
small boat on this side.
Okay, so that's something. Do you think you can use it to get across?
It might just kill me, but what else can I do? Except stay here.
Yeah, and that'll kill you too. You don't want to give up this close to the finish line. I'm counting on you.
我可都指望你了，不就谢喽？
We're not gonna die out here. You can count on me.
Peter, please listen to me. You know where you are now. This is the last push. You've made it this far. I know you can do it. Hello?
I'm here. I can do it.
我觉得在这种绝望的时候，然后听到这种话，真的就是很崩溃，你知道吗？
There's a storm coming your way. I know because I'm in the thick of it now. You don't want to get caught out on the water when the river hits. Look, I know you're tired, Peter. But if you don't get moving now, you'll never cross the water.
他这个就是你在健身环的时候，林环一直跟你讲加油，你可以是同个道理。 我就不行。
You know that. I'm giving it everything.
我已经做到了，为什么你还要叫我再加油？
Please, Peter. I don't want to die here.
就是那种绝望的感觉。
All right. All right.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes. Yes. I'm ready.
Go on, mate. Go. Get out of there. Go on.
说他们这种无线电都不会连到别人的频道嘛？因为我连到这边都是用单条。
Peter, good to see you at last. You look well.
We were just talking about you, old chap.
Here, you got the first round in to celebrate.
Oh, thank you.
Heard the paper's going shockingly well at last.
It is, thank you.
John, your eminent professor, mentioned it. Gather you showed him an early copy.
Word spreads when something's good, that's all.
Never seen the man so delighted. So, I propose a toast. To Peter.
To Peter.
To me?
May this be one foot inside the club. So all in all, I hear it's been a very productive summer. Got everything you wanted in Scotland.
It's an inspiring place, yes. Very beautiful.
Oh, she is. She is.
What are you talking about?
My hands are clean. I just mentioned Clara.
That was it. Clara, good man, Peter. Like I said, inspiration.
Sorry, shouldn't I have said anything?
Oh, of course not. It's not a secret. She's been helping.
Helping? Well, bit of note-taking here and there, filing.
That kind of thing. A lot of writing, too.
Oh, I thought it was more, assisting than writing.
I don't know where you draw the line.
Oh, I see. So wouldn't that make it a joint paper?
Sam, I think we all know that Peter is the real professor in waiting here. I think he knows better than anyone how much he put into it and who wrote what. Isn't that right, Peter?
Of course.
And he's well aware his chances of promotion would be considerably lower if he'd only done half the work in collaboration.
Of course I'm aware. Of course.
Fine.
Collaboration isn't a bad thing.
No, I agree.
Unless, of course, you're that girl Molly, collaborating with the communists.
I think the word you're looking for is collusion.
Well, didn't work out too well for her either way. Shame, really. I'd have happily colluded with her.
Joe.
Ah, you're right. You're right. Too complicated. I prefer things with fewer strings attached. Having a KGB and MI5 watching through the curtains that really put me off.
She did make herself rather visible. Has anyone heard from her since?
Well, she hasn't come back for the start of term yet, apparently. Beyond that, who knows? The vanishing lecturer.
Someone must know something.
You're not worried, are you? You've got no secrets to hide?
I just think she was unfairly singled out.
It's all water under the bridge. New term, things will have settled down. Fresh start and all that.
My thoughts exactly. New term, new students. Speaking of which,
所以
what do you think of those two over there?
他不一定有被放出来嘛。
Very nice, I'm sure.
Very nice.
Hold this, will you?
Are you leaving us?
Don't be so possessive, Peter. What are you, the wife? It's like you said, Sam. Never too late for a fresh start. I meant what I said. Hearty congratulations on the paper. You always had that passion, much more than the rest of us. And this sounds like that old conundrum, women or work. Just don't forget your years of struggle. Don't miss this opportunity now. Wouldn't want you missing out on what you deserve.
All right, Joe. You've made your point.
Right. I'm off to get what I deserve. Don't wait up, chaps.
You're a disgrace, Joe.
Absolutely shocking.
He keeps doing that, doesn't he?
How does he keep doing it and getting away with it?
Come on, Pete, pay attention, head in the bloody clouds again. That's your problem. Pick up the oars and row like I told you. Faster than that, son. Come on, keep them both in time.
Doing my best.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. And try and keep your weight in the middle, too. You don't want to tip us in. What a wonderful start to the holiday that would be.
Do you want to help?
No, this is a test of your listening, son, and trying to work things out for yourself.
你看他这样子，他爸爸现在的角色就跟另外一个飞行员很像。
I didn't mean do it all, just take an oar, maybe.
Well, say I did, and you could only work one oar. Then where would we be? We'd be going round in circles. Oh, now, look, there's a strong current coming up. It's a good test, son. Now, remember what I taught you, and this won't be a problem. Keep her straight and true. Strong arms. I said strong. No, 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 no!
Trying.
That side! Harder on the port side!
Help!
Jesus, Pete, that one! Oh, come on, give it here! Give it here! God, you get back there, I'll do it.
哇靠！
I knew you weren't made for this.
没有对动了吧？
Maybe you're right.
Come on. And prove you can go the rest of the way. Current's not as strong now.
可是你根本没有前进啊！
I have done my best, Peter. Whatever you do in life, you can't expect anyone to do things for you. My experience. I won't always be here to help. And there'll come a time when you've got to prove you can do something by yourself.
Ahoy! Good row, Captain Hamilton.
Oh, get me away from this thing. It looks calm out there, but it's rougher than you think.
Oh, it does look nice and calm, you're right.
It's the current. Can't you see it?
It's very nasty ripples. It's practically a storm surge.
I think if the wind had been in another direction...
Oh, come here. Don't you know me at all by now? Come on, let's walk.
All right. Thank you.
Well, I've got used to being this relaxed. What's it going to be like getting back to college, having to smarten ourselves up? I really like you like this. It's nice. Remember when we met on that train and you're so self-conscious about your tie?
Oh, I remember. Seems silly now, eh? You were wearing that lovely sweater you got on now, weren't you?
Not this. Well, I only bought it recently. It's a new colour for me.
You sure about that?
Positive. Ah, strange. So, do you want the good news?
Absolutely.
While you're out, I checked with the hotel and they said we could stay another night. And I thought, why not? Extend this holiday as long as we can. Extend the celebration.
Celebration?
Oh, you know, the summer of
他们
work.
牵手真的超出戏的，你们自己看，
Perhaps
这是
we
什么
could
诡异的牵
celebrate
手啊？
us too.
两个人手掌拍在一起，
I'm not absolutely sure what you mean.
Absolutely.
他
Mr.
们不尬，我很
Absolutely
尬。
Hamilton.
Oh, stop it. I don't say it like that.
You do, and that's fine.
而且正常状况，你看那个女生还是拍男生的手背哦，
Ready to go home
她
soon?
拍着他的手背呢，
Not in the slightest. Oh,
超
so
诡异。
pretty. Oh, look at these houses. Oh, if I had found someone I could row with, perhaps I could be living here.
Hey, I can row.
Well, that's good, because I think I might be in love.
Oh? Me too.
Well, those two houses up on the cliff, look. Oh, which one should we have, the red or the blue?
It's tricky. Why not both?
Oh, go on, pick one.
蓝色
Okay. Blue.
My choice exactly.
Oh, almost like I knew what you were going to say.
Well, either house looks big enough for me. Maybe more than me one day.
Family.
Well, like I said, one day.
What about your work? Wouldn't you want to finish that first?
Well, finish work before I settle down, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I love my work. You know I do. I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to keep going as long as I can.
他应该选狗狗的
See，why it has to be one or the other. Would you give up work to have children?
I would. I really would.
No, well, I think the thing is, I wouldn't
嘿
expect
我也
the man to
是，
give
我也
it
是
all
这么
up.
想的，我也觉得，
Not if he really loved
不知
his
道，可
work.
能是我现在的想法吧，我觉得没有
So why
必
does
要
the rest of the world think that
为了谁
we
放
should
弃
give it
谁。
all up? I keep thinking about all these bright young women I'm teaching, and I'm scared. I'm scared that despite all they've achieved, despite the fact that they're walking out into the world with a degree from Cambridge, the first thing they'll be asked is, how fast can you type?
You're probably right. It's a real waste of talent.
It really is a waste, you're right. Even the jobs they get, they're not expected to keep once they've had children. All it needs is people to stand up to it.
No, you're right. I think women have every right to state their claim.
Not a woman this time. Women have been making a stand, throwing themselves under horses since the suffragettes. We need men to start fighting for it.
You can count on me.
这个我之前有看过，就是说
I hope you do make a stand.
好像不应该让
Won't become part of all
争
that.
取权利的那一群人，就
It's
是
not easy, you know. A lot of
应该
people
是
are
要
still living
另
in
一
the dark
群人，
ages
让
about
另外
all
一群
this.
人意识到
Your professor, for one, I'll
这
bet.
件事情，这个
Well,
权
he's not
利
as，bad as you think.
让他们有这个
I wouldn't be so
想法，
sure.
而
He
不
doesn't
是
know about any of
另一
this,
方
does he?
不断的在争取这件事。
This work?
Exactly. The work we've done. You will tell him, won't you?
Of course I will. I'll go straight to his office as soon as we're back.
You promised me that.
Promise you that.
Good.
This is good, isn't it?
It is.
.哎，我看就是没有人了吧。
Peter, marvelous to see you. Do come in. Take a seat. I have to say, I'm delighted.
You read the final draft?
Of course, all the salient points. I must say it's very impressive.
You think so? Thank you.
Not at all. It's your work. I think the direction you took it gave it something of real value. Well, as I say, quite apart from the climate side of things, the method you developed to track radiation, I can see it having far-reaching implications, and not just in your own field. It's marvelous.
I'm very proud of it, yes.
First-rate piece of work, Peter. First-rate. This other name on here, Dr. Clara McKirrick, I presume we could drop that.
Clara was responsible for half the work, Professor. I couldn't...
Oh, well, I understand you probably had some little research assistants, but, well, we all have secretaries. we just don't usually put the name on the front cover of the paper.
Yeah, Clara did more than a little research.
Really? Oh, well, I see. Tell me, have you seen your friend Joseph recently, Samuel?
I have.
Doing so well in their new positions. I would dearly love to see the same for you, Peter. And more for you, in fact.
Well, thank you.
It would be so well deserved after all these years, especially after the risk I took.
Risk?
A boy from a grammar school, first in his family to make it to university, you know what I'm saying. It's been really wonderful to give you this opportunity. I would just hate you to throw it away by misattributing your own hard work, that's all, for whatever reasons you might have.
I appreciate your concern, but Clara is responsible for the work on this too.
Well, as I say, it really is very good, and I'm not the only one who thinks so.
You've given it to someone else already.
I knew a few who I thought might be interested. I thought you'd be pleased. In fact, I think you might want to prepare yourself for being the center of attention for a little while. I'm sure you would be able to cope, but I think it's perhaps not quite the sort of thing you'd like to foist on a young woman's shoulders.
I see. And okay to foist upon a man's, of course.
Yeah.
Quite. And I've no doubt you'd be up to the challenge yourself. With this name on here, there is a good chance it will cause problems.
I'm sure I could handle them.
This isn't all about you, I'm afraid. There could be problems for everyone. Clara was close with Molly Shanahan, wasn't she? The one suspected of being a communist spy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm afraid I don't know.
Well, it's true. How close they were is the real question. Clara joined Molly on that anti-British protest march, I hear.
It was anti-nuclear defense, not anti-British.
Well, you know my thoughts on that. They can be one and the same thing. A lot of people, very important people, believe you are either with this country or against it.
Open farmer.
Some of the benefactors of this college, for example. My father used to call this university one of the greatest contributions Britain has made to the world. I would agree with that. Wouldn't you?
One of the greatest? Really? Well, it does some great work.
It does. I'd hate to be the one to undermine it. The affair with this Cambridge 4 business has been bad enough. We can't change the past, Peter. But we can learn from it. Before we fool ourselves into remembering it too kindly. Now, with this name on here, and the associations one might make, you see what I'm saying?
If you met Clara, I'm sure you'd agree her name should be on the paper.
Oh, good God, Peter, I am trying to make you understand something. This is precisely the way the rot sets in. It's the slow knife. Members of this university were recruited to spy for the Soviet Union 10 years ago. Now, members of this university are demanding we lay down our weapons. The only defense we have against the very same foreign power. What happens in 10 years' time? And what happens to the integrity of this college in 10 years? If you share your work on a whim with a girl you've taken a fancy to? And what happens 10 years after that? Cannot survive by making oneself vulnerable. That is why this university is still here. That is why I am still here. I hope you understand how much I care about your success.
我怕是你想要成功吧。
It's so common for work to fade into obscurity after it's published. It would be a shame if yours were denied my full-throated support, especially after so many years.
Would. It would, absolutely.
I cannot make your decisions for you, Peter. By all means, publish with Clara as a co-author if you're feeling generous, but if you do, you'll have to take your chances. It would be difficult for me to bring to bear any influence I have. By way of illustration, I have an address in Whitehall to give you.
Thank you.
Afraid I can't tell you much more now, but he's a good man. Cambridge man. And you may find there's one more reason to leave Clara out of things. I'm sure things will become clear soon.
I think you've made things very clear.
Well, let me know what you decide.
感觉后面一定会有一个选择是要我决定要不要写他的。完了，感觉我是快撑不住了。
Smoke. Someone's there.
我这也不找一下物资吗？真不找。对啊。但这是我们以旁观者的角度来看啊，你在那个当时，你这么绝望，什么办法都只能试试看啊。这么绝望，你难道什么事都不做吗？不太可能。何况他这个状态应该已经神志不清了。
No, you can't be leaving. Hey! Over here! Come back! Hey!
哥。仿佛我受伤的当时不是手。 旁边还有2个坟墓，超不吉利。完了，我的手又受伤了。
Peter, marvelous to see you. You've come at the right time. England are 37 for 4. Terrible state of affairs.
哎，
Anyway, you said you wanted to see me.
又回到之前那个
Something you wanted to let me know.
Clara came up with a big idea too. Financially.
他刚刚那个比分，我怎么觉得前面有说过一次了？哎，将透过模式密码发送机密，来自 J 施瓦茨，是不是次？美国南极考察队。山崩导致多个建筑倒塌，运用医学知识帮助挪威人，还有人受伤，2人死亡。怀疑出人活动。山后有旧船没办法用，已经废弃，请派船来请求支援。那就是刚刚那个，刚才声音很对啊，特别的不一样。啊！我要拿个拐杖啊！对，有拐杖你不拿是不是？什么都不拿，你就只想看这封信。
Dr. Hamilton, Peter, how do you do? So good to meet you.
How do you do?
Excuse me, I won't be a moment. Still 3 o'clock, yes? Oh, no need to reschedule. This won't take long. Should be very quick. Right then, please do take a seat. Delighted you could make it to London. I do hope you get the time to enjoy it a little too, considering how busy you've been recently.
Thank you. I'll try to.
Good, do. Anyway, I imagine you're wondering why we asked you here. Well, it can't have surprised you that your field of study has been of increasing interest to us, especially since the war.
Oh, you're interested in climatology?
Oh, of course. The paper is going very well, I hear.
Well, it is now, thank you.
Oh, yes, your professor, John Hargreaves, passed us a copy. And it's impressive, the amount of information you've managed to gather. Although I imagine the process of gathering it was rather difficult on your limited budget.
You know all about it, it seems.
As I said, we were most impressed and wanted to make you an offer. Reward, even.
Reward?
Well, you've no doubt taken your budget to its limits by now. What would you say if I could guarantee you a practically unlimited budget for further study? Ensure you had the best equipment, like the Americans. Take you right to the heart of things.
The heart of things?
I believe you traced the source of the radiation back to Antarctica, didn't you?
I did.
I'd say that warrants further study on location, wouldn't you?
It does.
I'm glad you agree. We could place you with the Falkland Islands Dependency Survey working in Antarctica, scientist bods. Happy amateurs, very passionate like yourself. Of course, you'd probably have to sort a few things out with the other name we saw on the paper before you go. I hope that wouldn't be too difficult, considering what's on offer.
The other name, Clara, you mean?
Lovely name. Probably for the best she wouldn't be able to go. Oh, not my say-so, I'm afraid. It's run a bit like the army down there. No women allowed.
Whose say-so is this?
I can assure you this is bigger than any one person.
Bigger than 2 people, you mean?
I see. Well, you signed those papers on your way in earlier, so I'm at liberty to tell you a little more. Things in the Antarctic, they've been a little strained recently. Lots of vested interests, territorial claims overlapping. Some sides wanting to secure the resources under the ground. Now, this kind of thing has been going on for decades, of course.
What kind of thing?
Oh, the Germans were flying over there, dropping swastikas in big circles. Before the war, that is. All a bit ridiculous, really. Now, I'm afraid it's the Soviets we've got to contend with. Bit of a royal mess, if you ask me. Still, we're trying to work with them.
That sounds like a wise idea.
It was wise, or so it seemed. It should all be in everyone's interest, you see. Every country signed up to something called the Antarctic Treaty. All a rather clever bit of politicking that happened behind the scenes a few years ago. Set up to ensure that Antarctica is used for strictly peaceful purposes. No weapons are to be used. No one can make any future claims on the land. Now, if it sticks, everyone will be frightfully happy. Every side content that they've staked their claim. No more aggression, let's say.
Sounds impossible.
Not impossible, just difficult. We've managed to placate the Soviets so far. This is all strictly confidential, but the sounds coming from Whitehall are not good. We're rather worried that it might all fall through.
I'm sure you are, but how does this affect me?
Well, in addition to the climate science you'd be able to do, tracking the radiation in the clouds and so forth, we'd like you to inform us of any other sources of radiation out there, what the readings are. If there are any bombs being set off on the continent, it's important that we know as much as we can about them. We don't know what the Soviets might do next. You'd be using the very best equipment, as I said. Useful for your career. Useful for us.
This is still climate science, yes?
Absolutely right. The less we're involved, the better, really. But as I say, if you can help us in this small way, it would certainly help that career of yours.
My career's fine. Thank you.
Well, after speaking with a few people, Professor Hargreaves, for example, I'm sure that whatever your academic ambitions, after working on something as important as this, you'd have no trouble progressing. And if nothing else, think of the adventure of it. What a reward it would be for all your hard work. What do you think?
All right. I'll consider it.
Please do. Sorry, I've got a meeting in Westminster in 20 minutes. We'll have to cut this short. It's been very good to meet you. Do let me know. And if this Clara thing feels like a sticking point, all I can say is sometimes we all have to answer to something greater than ourselves. Why not think of it as an opportunity for you and to do what's right?
I see. Well, I'll do what's right. You can trust me on that.
I hope so. Women come and go. This is for your country.
好，我们停在这个有点可怕的动作。